I'm having a slow, sleepy start to the morning. It was really cold overnight up where I was on the mountaintop, in my vault toilet chamber. And I had some wild dreams, like that I was kind of half asleep, half awake, and I thought I was somewhere near Wrightwood, and that there was someone that had like gotten stuck in the mountains and they were still up there, and I was making my way through like all these burned trees to find them, but it felt really real. And then also the cement floor of the restroom was very cold. I had my tent and my mat for insulation, but it just, and then I realized my sleeping bag was inside out, and it actually has like thermal heating properties on the liners. So actually once I flipped it the correct way, I was a lot warmer. So thank you, Mountain Hardwear. But I'm dragging this morning. My first goal is just to get to Serenity's Oasis in Agua, Dulce. And I need to do laundry, mostly for my socks, because they're like caked in dirt and there's not exactly any rushing water anywhere that I can clean them in. You know, we're still in the desert. So, yeah, my blisters, I have a new blister on my outer left heel that's similar to the one that was on the inside of the heel. It's like the size of a small ping pong. And I think just the sleep deprivation is catching up with me. I took like a 200 milligram caffeine pill this morning, and it did nothing. I've eaten two packs of fig bars and banana chips, which are high calorie because they're like cooked in oil. But yeah, I think in Agua Dulce I'm going to get a burrito or something. There's like a place called Maria's that my friend Katie recommended, and they're a little past the busy season for hikers, and the guy at Serenity's Oasis said I could probably like they have like a room with AC, I think, that I can chill out in. So I'm strongly considering just like taking a few hour break at this town, and then just doing some night hiking, because like I think I need to refuel. I'm low on just energy, and I think I'm not eating enough. And I feel like you can even see like my face is getting gaunt, which it's only been, this is my 11th day, like we're not that far in, and if I'm already having trouble getting food down, yeah, I don't want to have that be an issue later on. So it's like finding that balance of taking care of yourself, but also you got to keep moving. But you can't keep moving if you don't have energy. So I feel like can't just keep taking breaks. I'm also dragging, and I have, got to take care of, the stuff I'm doing, like suntan lotion. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but I don't want to get burnt to a crisp. But yeah, I tried the night hiking thing, and just earlier on, I mean, I spent a long day at Paradise Valley Cafe, but I feel like it didn't totally work out great because I didn't get oh god, just sliding my foot into my shoe. It's the one with the blister, and I haven't popped it because I don't want to force it, but my heel is extra wide because there's a giant blister popping out, so putting on my shoes is really painful. I should probably pop it, but I just don't want it to get dirty or infected. Okay, we can do it. I think there's 16 miles to go, and that'll be about 24.4 miles just to get to town, and I have about 20 more I'd like to do, but then I'd be going into the night depending on how far I'd rest. So we'll just see how things are when we get there. My sleepiness is so strong, like it's to a point where if there's a flat section ahead of me, I'm like, oh good, I can close my eyes for like a few seconds because I'm confident there's nothing that will trip me. So I don't totally know what to do because I really want to get to Agua Dulce, and then figure out what to do. I just laid down in this little patch of shade for 5 minutes. There's Agua Dulce out in the distance. That's where I'm going. Okay, still like 6 miles to go or something. So the trail must wind around a lot, as it does before getting there. Creepy or nice to have some shade? Oh yeah, I would say nice to have some shade. Hello, I just spent the afternoon at Serenity's Oasis, the hiker hostel in Agua Dulce, and before that I stopped by the Mexican restaurant in town. I was gonna get food to go, but it's just so hot out. I was like, I was not feeling good. I was really out of it. So it was just kind of like a bar saloon style place, and they had like high top like cushion counter tables or like booths. So I sat in one, and the servers were so nice. I had left my pack outside. They're like, are you hiking? Where's your pack? And it's like common etiquette to leave your pack outside, but they were like, oh no, bring it in. I was like, okay. So I brought it in and then ordered just like a simple burrito, but then it came out and it's like a completely decked out burrito plate just like smothered in cheese, and had like guacamole and sour cream, and I got this really good chicken and a large Coke. Coke is like Coca-Cola. That's like my go-to beverage on this hike. But yeah, I don't know, like I was one of the few people in there, but they were just being so nice to me. And then I called one of the servers over and asked if I could have the check, please. And he kind of leaned in and he's like, we've got you covered, don't worry. And then he gave me a hug and said, God bless you, and like, have a great journey. It's like, that's so nice. Like, what did I do? I don't know what I did to deserve such kindness and nice treatment. So that just was a very nice part of the afternoon. And then after that, I walked up to the hostel and met John, who runs the hostel, and he showed me around the place, and I got a shower and laundry and a quick resupply for the next 60 miles to Hikertown, which is one of my next destinations. And I spent probably, I guess like 5 hours. I guess it was kind of similar to when I was at Paradise Alley Cafe all afternoon, but it was so hot, I just couldn't bear going out. And so I feel better now. I feel refreshed. Before I left, I had a big honey bun and another Coke. But the only trade-off is that I still have 20 miles to go, and it's already so late in the day. So that's kind of a bummer. And then I think it's another 43 miles or so to get to the next place, Hikertown, which is kind of like the last stop before walking the LA Aqueduct, which you're walking on top of. It's like just this big old water system, but the thing is you can't access any of the water, and it's long and hot and dry, and hikers, a lot of people leave in the evening to do it so they can avoid doing it in the heat. So my hope is to make good time with the remaining 20 miles I have tonight, get a couple hours of sleep. It'll have to be a short sleep night, and then just power through tomorrow to Hikertown. And I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of dirt naps in my future, but what I don't want is to get in late to Hikertown, because that means I'd get a late start the next day, which means I'll be walking that aqueduct in the sun, which I don't want. So I'll have my work cut out for me tonight. I really hope it all works out.